covered this one when it opened down big. There were some accounting irregularities. That's the nicest way you can put it, that somebody was cooking the books. Well, they found out who those somebodies were, Pete. And it turns out that those somebodies had manipulated the stock, and they were three of the top executives at the firm. Yes, the stock has come back, and it's up 15% or whatever it is up on the day. That's Chemours, symbol CC. I'm thinking if you're CEO and CFO, chief financial officer, and controller are involved in some sort of financial shenanigans, that ain't a good thing. We had unusual activity. We saw unusual activity. There it is, folks. As you see, they were buying the April 22 calls with the stock just below 21. Well, the stock popped to nearly $26. So the right to buy it at 22, worth a lot more today. Those calls going deep in the money. And by the way, if you want to get some of our great insights and tools, one of those is our new AI, Pete. Because if people go and they get Rebel Research, this is a great way for you to research fundamental analysis. That's how much are you making, how much are you losing, all that kind of stuff. Then it has technical analysis, support and resistance. Then it's got sentiment analysis for 35,000 stocks globally. And I was using it, demonstrating it yesterday in New York to a bunch of people, Pete. It was pulling them up like that. So you type the symbol in and it gives you support, resistance, technicals, and sentiment analysis of Reddit, of Twitter, of all of the socials. So it's pretty special. And it might have convinced you to hold on to that nice long position, despite last week's news about there's some financial shenanigans going on.
Yeah, it's amazing how the unusual seems to sniff that type of thing out. It's awesome. It's great. It's why we do what we do. We stood on the trading floors and watched this type of activity. And if you really kind of leaned into it, you'd actually kind of lean into what they're doing, even though you're having to hedge what you've just done. You might overhedge sometimes. Cash burn, John. $360 million on cash burn, debt to cash, $3.5 billion. This is a company that, it's a little bit dicey. Obviously, you're going to get this kind of volatility and movement because of what it looks like from the fundamental standpoint. And it doesn't help when you've got three different folks from within the company doing what they were doing. They seem to have at least a handle on it. That's what people are grasping onto right now because it's bounced back pretty good, John. Stock went from 28 to 17 back up to 25. That's a nice recovery. I think maybe they feel like, you know what? We get rid of these guys. We've got the CFO that we want. They're painting a good picture. Maybe that's the right thing. So obviously with the knowledge of what just happened over the last couple of trading days, this is a mess that's getting cleaned up. Are they done cleaning it up? Probably not quite yet.